So after beating Tyson Fury for a second time, in my opinion, Oleksandr Usyk should retire. This is the perfect scenario for Oleksandr Usyk to bow out of the game, and bow out of the game at the top. Oleksandr Usyk is, what is he, 37 years old or 38? He's not going to get any better. In fact, I've already seen signs of decline in Oleksandr Usyk. He's not as springy as he once was. He's not as sharp as he once was. He still has the technique, but you can see that this is not a peak Oleksandr Usyk. So in my humble opinion, he's just beaten Tyson Fury for a second time. He beat Anthony Joshua twice. He's beat Daniel Dubois. All the people that people were talking about being who's going to be the best in this era, you know. Before Oleksandr Usyk came into the heavyweight conversation, people were asking the question, who is going to be the best in this era? Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, or Deontay Wilder? And then you had other up-and-comers who were seen as the heir to that throne that would eventually be overthrown. You know, people such as Bakhtir Jalilov, Daniel Dubois, Jared Anderson. So for me, Oleksandr Usyk, he's already beaten two of the three people who were seen as the top of the heavyweight division, the pinnacle, in Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. He hasn't faced Deontay Wilder, but there's no reason for him to do so at this point. He's also beaten one of the up-and-comers, such as, you know, Daniel Dubois. He beat one of the up-and-comers, Daniel Dubois. And that win is aging nicely. So for me, this is the perfect opportunity for Oleksandr Usyk to bow out of the game, because if Oleksandr Usyk hangs around in the heavyweight division for long enough, he's going to lose. He's going to lose. And he's going to lose to someone he probably would have beaten in his prime. So Daniel Dubois jumped in the ring after the victory over Tyson Fury, and he was saying that he wants a rematch because of that robbery and he wants to get his revenge. I'm telling you, Oleksandr Usyk could very well lose that fight. This is not a peak Oleksandr Usyk. So I think that unless Oleksandr Usyk needs the money, unless Oleksandr Usyk needs, you know, the financial incentive, I think this is the time to retire. Because if he retires now, his name is going to be engraved in the heavyweight list, you know, the heavyweight, what would you call it, Hall of Fame. People are going to talk about him alongside Muhammad Ali. They're going to talk about him alongside George Foreman. They're going to talk about him alongside Joe Frazier. They're going to talk about him alongside Mike Tyson. People are going to have these conversations of who would have won. And I'm already saying that I pick Oleksandr Usyk in a lot of those situations. But if Oleksandr Usyk continues, he is going to tarnish his legacy, because he will lose to one. People like Bakhtir. If he fights Bakhtir Jalilov, if he fights Daniel Dubois again, if he fights Martin Bakole, if he fights Moses Itauma, if he fights another one of the dangerous heavyweight up-and-comers, you know, there's plenty of them that are just not springing to mind right now. But if he goes out there and fights all of them, even someone like Justice Hooney, you know, Richard Torres, if he tries to go through that whole list, he will lose. Guarantee. Bakhtir Jalilov, he will lose if he fights all of those people. So now is the time to retire. In my humble opinion, if I was managing Usyk, undefeated, he's beaten he's cleared out the cruiserweight division, he's cleared out the heavyweight division, retire at the top. Let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video. If you appreciate my work and want to leave a donation, there's a link for that in the description. With that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.
For exclusive content, subscribe to me on Patreon. For just $3 per month, you'll gain access to exclusive content for a wide range of topics, such as travel, human psychology, sports, and more. There's no contract and you can cancel at any time. So become part of the community on Patreon today. The link is in the description.